Teachers, you may be seated. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Dutton, and I'm the Assistant Principal of Instruction here at Del Oro High School. I want to welcome you all to the graduation commencement for the class of 2026. Let's hear it. Thank you. 4 years ago, we met with you at your various middle schools, and we invited you to join us in creating a new school boundary. Together, we not only created a new school boundary, but we breathed life into Del Oro High School, the newest high school in the current high school district. We set out to create a new learning experience, and with the help of the finest teaching and classified staff around, we've done just that. Please show some love to our lovely classified and certificated staff. We couldn't do it without you all. Parents and family members, on behalf of the Del Oro High School administration, certificated staff, and classified staff, I want to welcome you, and I want to thank you for giving us such a wonderful group of young people to work with. Please rise for the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to invite our first speaker, Yesenia Jimenez, to the podium.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Yesenia Jimenez, and I'm excited to be here speaking to you all tonight. Some of you may know me, and others not so much, but that's okay. I'd like to start off by thanking my parents, siblings, teachers, friends, staff, the one above, everyone who helped me get here, and myself. A special thanks to my mom, who didn't even know that I'd be up here speaking tonight. Hola, mama. And a shout out to my cousin Memito for putting me onto the challenge of becoming valedictorian way back at the end of my 8th grade year. Y mira, lo logré. The journey wasn't easy, but we made it through. Now, I remember my first day of high school like it was yesterday. Most of you may remember feeling nervous, walking on stage, walking on campus with our new set of clothes and sneakers, and figuring out where our classes were. We were learning the ropes around the school and didn't have many to lean on since we were one of the first 2 classes who were here. But hey, we did it, and we got to first period. When I got to first period, I remember looking around to see if I noticed anyone in my class. But I didn't recognize anyone. I remember thinking to myself, this is going to be the worst year. Clearly, I was proven wrong. I made friends that year, went to football games, and made great memories. Our school was so new that every football game was actually an away game because our field wasn't ready yet. Yeah, our track and arts building were also unfinished. But it was still fun, and we made it work. Special apologies to Miss Garcia, who had to hear the band practice directly across the hall, and for distracting her class since the band room hadn't yet fully been built. Sorry you had to listen to me xylophoning through the walls. As the years progressed, school life and home life became a little bit more difficult. Making sure we got our work in on time on top of the other things we did at home or things we did at school, such as sports, clubs, chores, and the extracurriculars that were hard to balance. Ooh, we finally found out who those procrastinators were among us. And just as I figured out my time management skills, I came down with valley fever. I can't be certain, but I'm pretty sure it happened here at school because we had to walk through the dusty sidewalks, and since I ate my spicy chicken sandwiches outside. The school wasn't ready yet, but we were. I'd like to leave off by saying, life gives you challenges, but you can't let it keep you down there forever. Continue to achieve your dreams and reach for the stars. Get it? Because we're the suns? Thank you for the support that I received from this school and the programs that they offered. Now that we're alumni and the adults, it's up to us to make sure that the clubs and programs we help start continue to grow. Thank you, everyone. Let's go, class of 2026. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite up our next speaker, Stephanie Coronado.
Aw, looking at all you makes me so sad. Okay, I would just like to say that when I first got here, I had no idea where my family was, but I heard them. They're over there. Okay. Good evening, family and friends, staff, teachers, and graduates. My name is Stephanie Coronado, and I am your other valedictorian. Welcome to Del Oro's first real graduation. I'm just kidding, class of 2025. Don't take that seriously. But class of 2026, our graduation is just as, maybe even more monumental than class of 2025's graduation. Another joke. Class of 2025, you are missed. Sorry, my page flipped. Okay. Antes de empezar, me gustaría dedicar unas palabras a mi familia, especialmente a los que están aquí esta noche. Gracias por estar aquí y por apoyarme como siempre hacen. Y un agradecimiento especial a mi madre y a mi hermana. Mamá, haces tanto por apoyarme. Eres la mejor madre que podría haber pedido. Hermana, I wouldn't be up here without you. I love you guys. Thank you. I would also like to quickly thank our teachers. We've had the honor of being taught by some of the most inspiring and benevolent teachers I've ever had. Teachers, your compassion and altruism help students more than you think, and I can't thank you enough for treating us as if we were your real kids. Anyway, class of 2026, we, along with class of 2025, built the foundation of the culture here at Del Oro High School. That's a big deal. We were the first club members and founders, the first athletes to build the teams we have today, and the first performers to ever set foot on our stages. Matter of fact, we have had a very unique high school experience. I mean, if you were here your freshman year, you know we had no gym, no track, and most importantly, no pool. And we still don't have a pool, so clearly we're still suffering. I'm just kidding. We're not suffering. And we weren't suffering then either. We all had our own challenges to worry about. And what's important tonight is that all of you are here because you were able to overcome them. Walking the stage and receiving your diploma is more than just graduating high school. The diploma you're about to receive is a symbol of your adaptability, resilience, and perseverance you've shown over the last 4 years, despite the frustrating moments when it felt like giving up was your only option. You continued to fight for something that seemed so far away. But now we're here. We made it. And I am so proud of you, class of 2026. Now that this year is coming to an end, I can confidently say that this has been the worst year of my life. Along with the average high school challenges, we had to balance the social pressure of deciding what we would do with the rest of our lives and how we were going to do it. The good news is we didn't have to worry so much. The bad news is we might have been worrying about the wrong thing. These last few months as a senior helped me realize we have the rest of our lives to decide what success looks like to us, but only so much time to enjoy not worrying about it. Regardless, if I had to choose the best year of my life, it would also be this year. This year was filled with so many highlights, and I owe it all to my teachers, family, and friends. Basically, the people around me. I'm proud to say that I've had the privilege of connecting with so many of you and witnessing how you connected with others. One of the most beautiful things about being alive is a mutual, genuine connection, and in high school, we got a lot of opportunities to connect. Some of you connected through small, simple conversations before class, and others with big plans to meet up after school. What all your connections with one another have in common is the fact that you made the volitional choice of connecting. Despite there being so many different ways you could have spent your time, it made you happy to smile at, to laugh with, and to accompany someone. Even if we won't remember every moment, the happiness we felt was real, and I can't thank you enough for sharing your time with me. Even with the little time left, you guys did not stop making and deepening connections. Thank you, class of 2026, for choosing to make those connections and looking out for each other. Okay. Class of 2026, it has been an honor being your peer, your classmate, and your friend. I only hope the people I meet in my future will be as generous and kind with their time as you all were. You're the reason I woke up every day wanting to come to school. And you're all the reason why saying goodbye is so hard. So I encourage you, if you found someone you want to keep around, do something about it. Don't leave them behind. You aren't forbidden from seeing them after today. Congratulations to Del Oro's class of 2026. I look forward to seeing how you continue to shine. Thank you for everything. I would now I would now like to welcome our next speaker, Ivan Solis Flores, to the podium.
Good afternoon, Del Oro High, teachers, staff, parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. My name is Ivan Solis Flores, and it's an honor to be able to stand here and give this speech to the audience and to the students who started when Del Oro first opened in 2022. The class of 2026 and Del Oro were built together. We were here when the school was half finished, which meant working out for PE in the cafeteria, running sprints in the hallways, and outside the 400 building. We got to experience our first home football game our sophomore year, see the first graduating class cross the stage our junior year, and now create our last memory here by being the first four-year graduating class. When I first heard that they were looking for speakers for graduations, I wanted to be a part of the ceremony. Competing to get the speaker position wasn't easy because I knew that others who were competing for the positions were more academically accomplished than me. Something that sets me apart is that I have a different story to share. I started out high school by making a lot of mistakes my freshman year. Those mistakes then turned into habits that followed me throughout sophomore and junior year. I was failing my classes and ditching. I realized that I wanted my senior year to look different. I went from being a failing student to one that showed improvement and growth. Going into my senior year, I started to realize that I was going into adulthood and I needed to make a change. I knew that after graduation, I would have more responsibilities. Being a future Marine for our country, it wasn't easy and it didn't happen overnight. I had to work harder than ever, but I did it. I changed my ways when it came to completing my work on time by communicating with my teachers and building relationships with them, which led me to improving my grades. I joined my first sport my senior year, which was wrestling. I wanted to be involved on campus, and I'm glad that I did because I started to come to events and have fun. I didn't think that I would have a great senior year like I did, but it was possible through the changes I made. I want to let you know that anything is possible and nothing is too impossible. Giving this speech was a shock to many people, like relatives, who judged me for my past of being a failing student. But look at me now, up on the stage, showing how much I've improved. Family isn't always blood. It's the people in your life who want you in theirs. Entering elementary school, we all wanted to grow up and get out of there. But looking back to those times, you realize that those are some of the best memories. Those were the same days when we didn't want to lose in a game of tic-tac-toe. Now looking back at it, the only thing I wouldn't want to lose is my childhood. As we all move forward into adulthood, my advice to you seniors is don't be afraid. This isn't the end, it's just the beginning. Entering high school, we didn't know each other. Some of us still may not even know each other. But one thing we all have in common is graduating as a Del Oro son. I didn't think that I would have the opportunity to be chosen to write this speech. I am not your typical straight-A student, and I don't have perfect attendance. But one thing I can assure you is I have improved, and so have all of us. Whether it's learning a new subject or even overcoming our anxiety by walking this very stage, we have all improved on something in our own way. I'm not a valedictorian, nor am I an all-star athlete. I am a human being who made some mistakes but decided to change his ways around. J- Just because we have made some mistakes, it doesn't mean we can't learn from them. I mean, look at me. Who would have thought a student like me that ditched his classes, didn't have the best grades, and would even get suspended, be up here? It just goes to show that any one of you can achieve your goals as long as you believe in yourself, because I was once in those shoes of someone failing. So for those of you who are struggling mentally and physically, you're not alone. I've been there. The toughest fight I faced wasn't the fights outside of school, but it was improving myself in the classroom. Thank you, Ms. Ricker, for not only believing that I can improve, but for calling security all those times I'd skip so that I will learn my lesson. I'd like to thank my teachers and friends for not just believing in me, but for making me feel like family. Thank you, Mr. Sanchez, for believing in me and helping me out with my anxiety throughout my high school years. My first ever win was in a wrestling match, but that didn't come easy because sometimes you have to lose to learn how to win. Just like how us seniors are soon going to apply for jobs, we may not get it, but remember, you have to lose to learn how to win. You lost the opportunity to work there, but maybe fixing up that tie of yours next time will get you the job. So before I end this speech, I'd like to thank God for letting my friend that recently passed away rest in paradise. Long live you, Alex. So to my fellow 2026 graduating classmates, never give up on reaching your goals because in the end, you can and will achieve them. Although the sun may be setting today, I know we will continue to rise. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. And now introducing our final speaker, Susana Jacon. Thank you.
Buenas tardes a todos, familia, amigos, profesores y estudiantes de la Preparatoria del Oro. Hoy estamos reunidos para celebrar nuestros logros, nuestros esfuerzos, todas las noches de desvelo, exámenes y nuestros sueños. Y sí, hoy es nuestro día, compañeros, pero en realidad este día no se trata completamente de nosotros. Hoy se trata de quienes nos trajeron hasta aquí. Se trata de nuestros padres, que nos empujaron a ser mejores que ellos. Mi nombre es Susana Jacome y quiero representar a nuestra raza. Hablo por los latinos, por los hispanos, de los que dejaron a sus familias y hogares sin saber cuándo iban a regresar. De los que cruzaron la frontera solos, con miedo, sin saber qué les esperaba en el otro lado. De los que aprendieron a comenzar otra vida desde cero. Nuestros padres latinos no tenían una persona para guiarlos, sino que ellos mismos crearon su propio camino para triunfar. Hoy se trata de todas esas historias que no aparecen escritas en nuestros diplomas, pero que están escritas en manos maltratadas, espaldas dobladas y en rostros llenos de sudor, que escurre como prueba de que todo lo que han sufrido. Nosotros los quejábamos de tener que ir a la preparatoria, de tener que levantarnos temprano para ir a estudiar. No era difícil pasar una materia, pero para nosotros sí lo era. Y no nos dimos cuenta que nosotros fuimos privilegiados, mientras que nosotros los quejábamos dentro de un salón con aire acondicionado, nuestros padres sufrían silenciosamente en plenos calores, sin quejarse. ¿Por qué? Porque los querían proveer todo. Todos los días nuestros padres se levantaban antes de que salga el sol para ir a trabajar en el campo, en la construcción, salir a la calle a vender flores, antojitos, ropa y todo lo necesario para poner un plato de comida en la mesa. Y nunca pidieron ayuda, porque hay algo en nuestra comunidad, algo de ser latino, porque en ser latino es cargar un orgullo que no se rinde, porque rendirse nunca es una opción. Tenemos a padres que en sus países eran grandes, con educación, sueños cumplidos y títulos académicos, pero al llegar aquí lo perdieron todo. Y aún así no se quejaron y volvieron a rehacer su vida desde las cenizas de lo perdido. Pero lo bonito de ser latino es que lo harían una y otra vez y todas las veces que sean necesarias hasta ver a sus hijos alcanzar sus sueños a que ellos les fueron negados. También sufrieron de un obstáculo que muchos no ven, el dolor de no entender o no ser entendidos. Muchas veces los latinos fueron tratados como si no supieran, como si su silencio fuera falta de inteligencia. Pero lo que no saben es que en su idioma son sabios. Padres que solo conocen un idioma lograron enseñarnos dos. Ellos nos motivaron a aprender en la escuela. Quiero agradecerle a mi mamá por comprarme libros en inglés para poder aprender inglés. Le doy gracias a mi papá que todos los días se mataba trabajando en el sol para que nunca me faltara algo. Y pues gracias a mi hermano por molestarme todos los días, porque aquí estoy. Crecimos con nuestros padres diciéndonos, estudia para que no termines como yo. Pero ¿cómo no querer parecerse a ellos si han sido las personas más valientes que hemos conocido? Aunque nosotros lleguemos a ser millonarios, nunca podremos pagarle a nuestros padres todo el sufrimiento que pasaron por nosotros. El dinero nunca podrá reemplazar sus esfuerzos. Hoy, caminamos por el escenario y hacia un futuro, con un diploma en las manos, pero en el corazón llevamos sus historias. Somos hijos de hispanos latinos, somos el resultado de sus esfuerzos, somos prueba de que todo lo que hicieron valió la pena. Finalmente, quisiera agradecer al profesor Villegas y a la profesora García, porque gracias a ellos estoy aquí parada. Y profe, muchas gracias por los chetitos que me dabas en la clase porque tenía hambre. También le doy gracias a la entrenadora Brenda Lucero, quien vio potencial en mí y siempre creyó en mí y me motivó durante la temporada del atletismo. Y por último, quiero agradecer a mi entrenador de mi escuela secundaria, Christopher Miller, quien se encuentra aquí presente. Gracias a él tengo todas estas medallas y me ha apoyado desde el 8º grado y lo sigue haciendo. Él me enseñó que no se trata de cómo empiezas, sino que cómo terminas. ¡Y que viva la raza!
Our students are wonderful, aren't they? All right. Next up, I'd like to bring up our principal, Dr. Brandy Ball, so she can give her address.
Good evening, families, friends, staff, honored guests, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Tonight, we celebrate you, the first four-year graduating class in our school's history. From your very first day on campus as freshmen to this moment, you helped build the identity, traditions, culture, and spirit of what it means to be a Del Oro son. It means showing up for one another. It means perseverance during difficult moments. It means embracing diversity, building community, and choosing kindness. It means carrying yourself with pride while remaining humble enough to lift others up along the way. Over these past 4 years, you have grown tremendously. Some of you arrived quiet and uncertain, and now leave confident and courageous. Some discovered talents you never knew you had. Some overcame obstacles people around you may never fully understand. Some balanced school with work, family responsibilities, athletics, arts, leadership, or personal challenges. And all of you, every single graduate seated here tonight, continued moving forward. That matters. Graduation is often described as an ending, but tonight it is really about transition. This ceremony is not about the finish line of your story. It is the launch point for what comes next. Your paths will look different, but your value is not determined by comparison. Success is not one size fits all. What matters is the kind of person you become. Be dependable, be compassionate, be curious, work hard, treat people with dignity and respect. Stand up for what is right, and never underestimate the impact you can have on others simply by showing integrity and kindness consistently. The world you are entering needs people who can collaborate, listen, adapt, and care about something larger than themselves. It needs people willing to bring light into difficult spaces. Sons, that is exactly what you are capable of doing. Before I close, I want to recognize the families, guardians, caregivers, teachers, counselors, coaches, classified staff, and supporters who helped these graduates reach this milestone. Thank you for the encouragement, sacrifices, patience, and love you poured into this class over the years. This achievement belongs to you as well. Class of 2026, tonight you leave behind more than memories, you leave behind a legacy. Years from now, when future students walk these halls, participate in traditions, and proudly call themselves sons, they may not know every name seated here tonight, but they will benefit from what you have started, the culture you helped create, and that is something truly special. As your principal, it has been an honor to watch you grow, lead, and make history together. Congratulations, class of 2026. Continue to shine brightly, continue to rise, and wherever life takes you next, always remember, once a son, always a son. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates. Buenas noches a las familias, amigos, personal, invitados de honor y lo más importante, a los graduados del 2026. Esta noche celebramos a ustedes, la primera clase de graduados de 4 años en la historia de nuestra escuela. Desde su primer día en el campus como estudiantes de primer año hasta este momento, han ayudado a construir la identidad, las tradiciones, la cultura y el espíritu de lo que significa ser un Deloro San. Significa estar ahí los unos para los otros. Significa seguir adelante en los momentos difíciles. Significa abrazar la diversidad, construir comunidad y elegir la bondad. Significa conducirse con orgullo, manteniendo al mismo tiempo la humildad necesaria para elevar a los demás en el camino. A lo largo de estos últimos 4 años han crecido enormemente. Algunos de ustedes llegaron callados e inseguros, y ahora se marchan seguros de sí mismos y valientes. Algunos descubrieron talentos que nunca supieron que poseían. Algunos superaron obstáculos que las personas a su alrededor tal vez nunca lleguen a comprender plenamente. Algunos lograron equilibrar los estudios con el trabajo, las responsabilidades familiares, los deportes, las artes, el liderazgo y los desafíos personales. Y todos ustedes, cada uno de los graduados sentados aquí esta noche, siguieron avanzando. Eso es lo que importa. A menudo se describe la graduación como un final, Pero esta noche se trata en realidad de una transición. Esta ceremonia no es el fin de su historia, es el punto de partida hacia lo que vendrá después. Sus caminos serán diferentes, pero su valor no se determina por comparación. El éxito no es un modelo único aplicable a todos. Lo que importa es la clase de persona en la que se convierten. Sean dignos de confianza, sean compasivos, sean curiosos. Esfuércense, tratan a las personas con dignidad y respeto. Defendan lo que es correcto y nunca subestiman el impacto que pueden tener en los demás, simplemente demostrando integridad y bondad de manera constante. El mundo al que están entrando necesita personas capaces de colaborar, escuchar, adaptarse y preocuparse por algo más grande que ellas mismas. Necesita personas dispuestas a llevar luz a los espacios difíciles. Sans, eso es exactamente lo que ustedes son capaces de hacer. Antes de concluir, quiero reconocer a las familias, tutores, cuidadores, maestros, consejeros, entrenadores, personal administrativo y de apoyo, y todos los colaboradores que ayudan a estos graduados a alcanzar este hito. Gracias por el aliento, los sacrificios, la paciencia y el amor que dedicaron a estos jóvenes a lo largo de los años. Este logro también les pertenece a ustedes. Graduados del 2026, esta noche dejan atrás más que simples recuerdos. Dejan atrás un legado. Dentro de unos años, cuando los futuros estudiantes recorran estos pasillos, participan en las tradiciones y se llaman a sí mismos con orgullo Sans, tal vez no conozcan todos los nombres de quienes están sentados aquí esta noche, pero sí se van a beneficiar de lo que ustedes iniciaron, la cultura que ustedes ayudaron a crear. Y eso es algo verdaderamente especial. Como su directora, ha sido un honor verlos crecer, liderar y hacer historia juntos. Felicidades, graduados del 2026. Sigan brillando con intensidad, sigan elevándose y donde quiera que la vida los lleve a partir de ahora, recuerden siempre, una vez un San, siempre un San. Gracias y felicidades, graduados. Assistant Superintendent Odlin, I present to you Del Oro's graduates for the class of 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Ball. Good evening, graduates, family, and friends. It's truly an honor to be here celebrating the remarkable achievements of this class. Over the last 4 years, you have set a standard of excellence in your classrooms, activities, and across the community. You are the first group to complete 4 years at Kern High School District's newest school. Seniors, today you complete a long and dedicated trek that began all the way back in kindergarten. You stand here today ready for the world, and I know that incredible journeys and great achievements await you. To the exceptional faculty, staff, and administration of Del Oro, thank you for the tireless support and leadership in guiding these students to this milestone. And now, for the moment you've all learned, on behalf of the Kern High School District Board of Trustees, I am incredibly proud to accept the Del Oro class of 2026 as having fulfilled the graduation requirements of the Kern High School District and the state of California. Class of 26, the future is yours. Best of luck and congratulations.
Isabella Barbosa. Rayleigh Castro. Miguel Leyva Zavala. Juan Carlos Mendez. Ricardo Rivera Jr. Xavier Torres. I got it. Drayden Morales. Armando Villatoro. Yesenia Jimenez. Stephanie Valentina Coronado. Ivan Solis Flores.
Susana Jacome. Diana Alcaraz Chávez. Mariana Chávez Barbosa. Jasleen. Ashley Michelle Canales. Stephanie Cano. Ángelo Carrillo. Alberto Castañeda. Shirai Castro Onofre. Evi Yanira Cervantes Sandoval. Genesis de Jesús Ramírez.
Amanda Esparza. Timothy Espinosa. Eric Urosa. Natalie Flores Ivanos. Jonathan Frias. Vanessa Gallardo Cisneros. Adriana Garcia. Damaris Garcia Cornejo. Soraya Garza. Jesus Gaxiola.
Leida Guevara Méndez. Alía Petra Hernández. Ivy Hernández Abarca. Hurtado. Kushwant Kaur. Carmen Valeria Lepe Pérez. Alfonso Lira. Itzael Martínez. Valeria Martínez. Taylor McNeil. Rafael Morales.
Jacqueline Morales Garcia. Ari Moreno. Leslie Moreno Cortez. Sarah Muniz Flores. Naomi Newman. Jenny Princess Padilla. Antonio Para Tepole. Andrea Perez Munoz. Marisol Ponce. Luis Kiawa.
That's a hard one.
Anthony Isaiah Ramirez. Anthony Jose Ramirez. Alec Ramos. Edgar Daniel Reyes. Ethan Miguel Rojas. Nathan Luis Rojas. Candy Yamilet Sánchez Molina. Clarisa Soto González.
Mona.
Luis Ernesto Soto Salas. Jacqueline Tamayo.
Brian Trigueros. Stephanie Valencia Miranda. Jaslyn Villalobos. Mia Jaylene Zapata. Leila Noemi Cervantes. Julian Diaz Navarro. Alex Garcia. Bella Maria Perez Soto. Lucia Tinoco. Alberto Acevedo Hernandez.
Eric Aguilar. Sage Melia Aguirre. Saúl Aguirre Mendez Jr. Sonia Alba. Cindy Yaritzi Alemán. Christopher Ángeles Nava. Rose Andrea Angoma Quispe. Nevea Lynn Apodaca. Christopher Alan Arango. Reina Arismendi Hernández.
Javier Avales. Mariana Ayala Ramirez. Esmeralda Avar. Juliana Barajas. Jose Barrera Chavez. Yurem Batista. Ruby Batista Montesinos. Naomi Batista Ortega.
Caitlin Becerra. Aaron Jose Benitez. Julissa Mariah Benitez. Aaron Bermudez Limus. Jovan Marquise Boatwright. Kylia Burns. Peyton Burries. Mark Anthony Bustamonte III. Malia Barbara Jean Gloria Butler. Elvis Cabrera.
Samantha Ashley Cadena. Kai Calderon. Nicholas Calderon. Rafael Calderon. Good job, Rafael. Jaden Calderon Sanchez. Kevin Campos. Victor Campos Jr. Eric Cano. Juliana Cardona. Chris Cardoza.
Nelaya Kennedy Ann Carter. Nalea. Belinda Estrella Castañeda. Briselda Castañeda. Haley Leila Castillo. Rosaline J. Castillo. Alina Marie Castillo Rivas. Brandon Caudillo. Juan Carlos Chávez.
Sebastian Chavez Ceballos. Brian Chino Gonzalez. Yareni Chino Romero. Brandon Chuka. Ruby Contreras Garcia. Eliana Cortez. Ariana Crisantos Mendiola. Brisa Cuevas Silva. Samuel Damian.
Kalia Lachey Daniels. Emily de la Cueva. Evelyn de la Rosa Dorado. Ángel Melzar de León. Victor Abraham Delgado. Julissa Marie del Toro. Diego de la Peña. Alexa Giselle Díaz. Kaylee Leilani Díaz. Hailey Isabela Donoso.
Joandy Duarte. Angel Gabriel Duran. Felix Duran. Melaton Duran Jr. Ruby Espinosa Meza. Aaron Esquivel. Leslie Estrada Gallardo. Fatima Estrada Orozco. Eileen Fernandez. Janessa Fernandez.
Sebastián Fernández. Aaron Flores. Carlos Daniel Flores. Diana Flores. Mariana Flores. Diana Michael Flores Perez. Brooklyn Shanae Ann Foreman. Isis Lavaya Foreman. Richie Ray Galindo.
David Galvan. Albert Garcia. Andrew Garcia. Angel Garcia. Anthony Garcia. Armando Garcia. Damaris Garcia. Davina Garcia. Haley J. Garcia. Itzel Garcia.
Joseph Garcia. Magmarie Alexis Garcia. Jorge Daniel Garcia Santos. Giovanni Gil Ramirez. Kelsey Marely Godoy Soto. Angel Christopher Gomez. Eduardo Gómez. Xavier Adeli Gómez. Marilyn Gómez Piedra. Shaylin Gonzalez.
Lynette Gonzalez. Rosa Gonzalez. Damian Gonzalez Mendez. Good job, Damian. Stephanie Gonzalez Romero. Adrian Gracian. Edgar Guerrero Gonzalez. Kaylee Gutron. Natalie Garola. Angel Gutierrez.
Ernesto Gutierrez III. Marvin Josue Gutierrez. Olivia Grace Gutierrez. Benjamin Cuatli Hernandez. Damian Anthony Hernandez. Joe Alexander Hernandez. Giuliani Hernandez. Vladimir Hernandez. Xavier Hernandez.
William Hernandez Ayala. Ruby Hernandez Cordova. Jasmine Hernandez Gonzalez. Hazel Hernandez Hernandez. Freddie Herrera Alvarado. No, Mary Jane. Brooklyn Hodges. Alexa Huizar Llamas. Emily Isidoro Fierros.
Jennifer Izquierdo. Jason Brian Jimenez. Jasmine Juliet Jimenez. Saúl José Manuel Jiménez. Ulises Jiménez Alcala Jr. Cecilia Jiménez Cervantes. Michael Jiménez. Ernest Leon Jones IV.
Good job, Ernest.
Daniel Juárez. Richard Joseph Juárez.
Michael Kelly. Samara Lines. Alexis Laura Gortia Jimenez. Francisco Leon Pablo. Cardell Octavius Andre Lewis. Adina Leva. Evelyn Leva Gutierrez. Eli Yanis Sanchez.
Joshua Adam Long Jr. Josiah Kenneth Lopez. Mariana Lopez. Ángel Alejandro López Félix. Daniel López García.
That's the fourth hat I've seen. Fourth cap decorated.
Kimberlyn López. Nataline López Quiche. Anthony Lopez Robles.
They said smile.
Anthony Daniel Lopez Rodriguez. Luis Ángel López Salinas.
Dayanara Lopez Villafana. Kylie Lugo. Mariana Lugo. Nereda Maceda Moreno. Ariana Latrice Madison. Kaylin Madrigal Gonzalez. Alexander Magana. Okay, you're fine. Ignacio Magana Jr. Jade Malagon. Jasha Mallard.
Rylan Cindy Sue Martin.
Good job, Rye.
Héctor Martínez. Michael Martínez. Sergio Martínez López. Alyssa Guadalupe Melgoza. Yulisa Mendoza. Delilah Marie Mercado. Precious Sue Minifield. Adamarie Miranda. Jaden Joshua Mireles.
Yamali Mireles. Josue Moctezuma. Isaiah Molina. Jaretzi Montalvo Romero. Diego Montoya. Ambris Nevea Morales. Edward Morales, Jr. Natalie Morales Garza. Mauro Moreno Juarez.
Naomi Mosqueda. Javier Muñoz. Yuridia Muro. Philip Lee Newton IV.
Good job, Philip.
Daniel Oates. José de Jesús Ochoa. Perla Jenny Ochoa Orbe. Raúl Olagi Bernal.
Yeah, if we were competing.
Daniel Xavier Alguin. Maribel Ordaz Ureno.
Emily Oriana Lopez. Guadalupe Orozco. Jesus Orozco. Ruby Osorio Martinez. Israel Pablo. Isabella Padilla. Leah Padilla. Maximiliano Padilla. Nancy Pandoro Denise. Briseda Paredes. I'm sorry. He's going to say her last name perfectly. They're sisters. He's got the sister.
Bianca Paredes. Miguel Julián Patiño Casares. Jesús Adrián Pérez. Juliet Pérez.
I'll do your job.
Jocelyn Pérez Aldaco. Brenda Itzel Pérez González. Luis Pérez Hernández. Josué Pérez López. Matthew Elijah Pérez Lovera. Allison Yaritza Pérez Roblero.
Connor Perkins. Jose Picasso Alcaraz. Mia Ponce Lacara. Jeremiah Pritchard. Ivan Pareco Espinosa. Mia Quintanilla. April Ramirez. Giovanni Ramirez. Jorge Ramirez.
Alfredo Ramírez Velázquez. Haley Bell Ramos. Jaime Ramos. Lía Ramos. Ricky Tres Ramos. Yasmín Yvette Ramos. Joshmar Rendón López. Anaí Rentería. Alena Desiree Reyes.
Brent Reynolds. Ryan Rico. Naomi Rincon. Nelson Alexi Rivas. Jacob Rivera. Gavin Roberson. Prince Roberts. Daniel Robles. Marisol Rocha. Jonathan Rocha Perez.
Anthony Rocha Quiñones. Eliana Haslien Rodríguez. Joshua Alberto Rodríguez. Osvaldo Salvador Rogel. Scarlett Jolie Rojas. Richard Isaiah Romero. Eliana Yareli Romero Santoyo. Isabela Lucrecia Romero Faust.
Citlali Rosas Bustos. Angela Rosas Santaella. Genesis Garcia. Randy Rubio. Marlene Ruiz. Natalie Ruiz. Tanya Rushing. Rachet Sego. Carlos Salas. Saul Salas Diaz.
Catalina Aurora Salazar. Alexander Salcedo Gudino. Joel Salcido. Angelique Azul Sánchez. Isis Trinidad Sánchez. Natalie Ruth Sánchez. Adriana Sánchez Durán. José Orlando Sánchez Paral. Brian Omar Sánchez Valle.
Good job, Brian. Olivia Sandoval. Lourdes Sandoval Jimenez. Eric Santiago. Dayanara Salcedo. Eric Segoviano. Sitlali Silviero. Fernando Silviero. Dennis Smith III. Kai Smith. Jasmine Solorio. Where is she posed?
Leonel Soriano Miranda. Aiden Jesus Sosa. Giovanna Marely Soto Ramos. Keenan Lamar Starling. Darion Duran Sterling. Orlando Talavera Ramirez. Jordan Sean Thompson. Edgar Adrian Tinoco Garcia Jr. Nathan Efren Toledano. Jocelyn Torres.
Valeria Torres Oyoki. Celeste Tovar. Pedro Trejo Jr. Pedro Urias. Gael Valdez. Oh. Otoniel Valdovinos. Jacqueline Valdovinos Aguirre. Ruby Valencia. Saul Vargas. Maya Vasquez.
Jocelyn Rubí Vázquez Carrillo. Cindy Vázquez. Citlalis Vela. Eliana Carla Vélez. John Hill Verdugo Méndez. Julian Verduzco. Mark Anthony Villa III. Michelle Villalobos. Adrian Villalpando. Juan Villaseñor.
Marco Antonio Vieda Ramos Jr. Hector Villegas. Diana Vitelda Murrow. Alan Viscano. Kimani Wallace Thompson. Trevante Williams Jr. Terrell Williams Jones. Charlize Wright. Jesus Zavala. Brandon Barrios. Will all the graduates please stand? In order to signify your graduation from Del Oro High School, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Yeah. And